If you have not yet received your Social Security or disability benefits, this video is for you. I am going to give you the exact dates that your Social Security benefits are going to be deposited into your bank account. And you may want to stay till the end of this video. I have great news for food stamps recipients. If you know somebody that's on food stamps or you are on food stamps yourself, this big news about Hot Food Act is going to be of interest to you. There is a bipartisan legislation that is going through Congress right now that is going to allow food stamp recipients to use their EBT cards to purchase hot food at grocery store. I'm going to give you the entire details on this important legislation, which is bipartisan, and why I think it has a very good chance of passing and becoming law. So here is the payment schedule for Social Security benefits for the third round. If your birthday is between the 1st and the 10th, you should have received your benefits on the second Wednesday of the month. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, you should have received your benefits on the third Wednesday of the month. So the benefits that are left right now are those whose birthday are between the 21st and the 31st of the month is when your benefits will be paid on the third Wednesday of the month. Now let's look at SSI benefit. SSI recipients should have received their benefits on the 1st of the month unless it was a weekend or holiday. And then there's another batch of Social Security and disability recipients who get their payments on the 3rd of the month, and those are the people who live outside the United States. If you receive both your Social Security and disability SSI benefits together, if your state pays for your Medicare premiums, or you file for Social Security benefits before 1997. So let's get to the actual dates. As I mentioned, if your birthday is between the 1st and the 10th, you should have received your Social Security and SSDI benefits on the January the 10th. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, then you should have received your Social Security benefits on January the 17th. If your birthday is between the 21st and the 31st, then your payment is coming on January the 24th, which is a few days from today. Now, for SSI beneficiaries, you should have received your benefits on December the 29th for January. So if you haven't received your benefit, stay tuned. And then if you live outside the U.S., you receive both SSI and Social Security benefits, your state pays for your Medicare premiums, or you file for Social Security before 1997, then you should have received your benefits on January the 3rd. Now, as a result of the payment for SSI benefits coming on December the 29th, there will be no SSI payments in January for the month of January. So that is something you have to note of. So if you did not get your benefits, either Social Security or disability, then let me tell you what to do. But in the meantime, if you like what you hear so far, I want to urge you to hit the like button so that this video will be shown to more people. And if you are new to our channel, please subscribe because it helps our channel grow and we really appreciate the support. So if you don't receive your Social Security or disability benefits, what are your options? The first thing is to wait 3 business days. That is a recommendation from the Social Security Administration because it allows any bank technical issues should be resolved with your payments. If after 3 business days you still don't get your benefit, you still don't get your Social Security or disability benefits, then you need to call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213, or you can visit your local Social Security office. Another option is to check online on the Social Security website, My Social Security Account, because there may be an overpayment situation. And I've done a lot of videos talking about Social Security overpayments, so you want to check our video for what that means. Or your Social Security benefits may have been canceled altogether because you may have violated a Social Security rule. So those are the 2 reasons why your benefits may be stopped. So you either call them or visit a local office or go online and find out what is happening with your benefit. Now let's get to the big story that I'm talking about for 2024 with food stamps, which is the Hot Food Act. This is a very, very big deal. This all started in July 2023 when U.S. Colorado Senator Michael Bennet introduced the Hot Food Act to help low-income, disabled, and elderly SNAP recipients purchase prepared food with their EBT cards. This change will allow all SNAP recipients, and I emphasize all recipients, to use their benefits to purchase cold prepared food, heated foods, and hot meals at eligible stores. This was something that you could not do before, the hot food part. So this is a big deal. And let me explain to you why this is so important and promising. Because there are 100 bipartisan lawmakers that are pushing for this. So there currently more than 100 lawmakers are pushing for the passage of the Hot Foods Act in the 2023 Farm Bill, which is now becoming the 2024 Farm Bill. If the Hot Food Act gets passed, over 41 million SNAP recipients will have access to hot food to be able to purchase prepared food such as rotisserie chicken with their benefits. So what I did was I pulled information from some of the co-sponsors of this legislation to just give you an idea of who is behind this bill and what they're saying. So Representative Grace Ming of New York issued a press release with some of these co-sponsors, and this is what she has to say. Families throughout America rely on SNAP benefits to make sure they have enough food for their children. Restricting a working mom by allowing her to buy a frozen rotisserie chicken but not a hot prepared one is nonsensical and wrong. The Hot Food Act simply removes the prohibition from purchasing hot food in SNAP. This reform will provide recipients the flexibility they need to provide the most nutritious meal possible to their family. I look forward to streamlining this program for more than millions of SNAP recipients in the United States. So that's Representative Grace Ming. There are three more I want to share with you. This is Representative Fitzpatrick. Millions in the United States rely on SNAP to supplement their purchase of healthy and nutritious food, and those families deserve greater flexibility with how they are able to utilize their benefits. So this is from Representative Fitzpatrick. And then I have Representative Garbarino. Right now, a working mom struggling to feed her family is permitted to purchase a cold sandwich for her kids using SNAP benefits, but prohibited from buying soup or rotisserie chicken to ensure they get a hot meal. And then this is from Representative Spanberger of Virginia. Right now, working Virginians can't use their SNAP benefits to buy warm chicken or prepared soup from a grocery store. That means a single parent on their way home from work can swing by the store and pick up a rotisserie chicken using SNAP dollars. So, as you can see, this is what the people who are sponsoring this bill, and I said it's bipartisan, are saying. And then there are some powerful organizations that are backing this bill. So I want to give you three quotes from them. The first one is from the president of the Focus Campaign for Children. Children deserve access to nutritious food without unnecessary stipulation or arbitrary barriers. Allowing SNAP recipients to purchase hot food allows parents who may be working multiple jobs or experiencing housing insecurity to provide hot meal, nutritious meals that their children need. And then this is from Feeding America, which is one of the largest food banks in the country. Feeding America supports the Hot Food Act, which will give people the option to use their SNAP benefits to purchase hot and prepared foods. This important change will provide additional flexibility for families, seniors, and people with disabilities to choose the foods at the grocery store that best meet their dietary needs. And then this is from the CEO of City Harvest. Regardless of income, all families should be allowed to use their grocery budget to access the food they need and want in a desirable and usable form. With so many families struggling to find time to prepare meals or to navigate limited kitchen space, the Hot Food in SNAP Act will help more of New York City's neighbors put dinner on their tables and will make food assistance more equitable. So, why is this a big deal? Why is this happening? Well, as you may know, you can only use your food stamps to buy fruits and vegetables, meat, poultry and fish, dairy products, bread and cereals, and other snacks, foods, and non-alcoholic beverages. But you cannot use it to buy a whole host of things, and one of them is foods that are hot at the point of sale. So you can buy snacks, but you cannot buy hot food at the point of sale. That is what the current food stamp program is about. And so this legislation is supposed to help remove that barrier. There is another program which a lot of you may not be aware of. It's called the Restaurant Meals Program. This has been a program that has been around since the 1970s, and states have to opt in to participate in this program. The program allows people who are 60 years or over, who have a disability, who may be homeless, and their spouses to use their EBT card to buy food at restaurants. Now, as I said, this is something that state has to opt in. It's been around since the 1970s. Only 9 states have opted in, and 5 of them just did that recently. Arizona, Maryland, New York, California, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Illinois, Michigan, and Virginia. And even in some of these states, like Illinois and Rhode Island, the program is only in specific counties. In Illinois, it's in Cook and Franklin counties only, and in Rhode Island, in Providence and Washington counties only. So as you can see, it's very limited. It allows you to use your EBT card if you are one of those 3 categories of people, to use your EBT card at restaurants, fast food restaurants, and other restaurants that have been approved So there's several barriers to this program. That's why the Hot Food Act is a more universal program for food stamps, because this restaurant meals program is for 3 categories of people, and then you have to be in a state that is offering it, then you have to be approved by the state, and then it's for specific restaurants that have been approved to offer this program. There's so many restrictions. That's why there's such a small population that benefits from the restaurant meals program. So the Hot Food Act will help. This is what U.S. Senator Michael Bennet has to say. Of the more than 42 million SNAP recipients, almost 70% of participants are children, elderly, or those with disabilities. The ability to purchase hot food or hot foods ready for immediate consumption will provide enormous flexibility to those who rely on this program to supplement their nutrition and dietary needs. And then here's the thing. He says, too many individuals and families who struggle to make ends meet miss out on nutrition they need because they lack access to a kitchen or because they have difficulty preparing their own meals. The Hot Food Act will go a long way in closing this gap by allowing SNAP households to conveniently purchase hot food at grocery stores. So how is this? What's the update on this? When is this going to pass? I want to give you how the negotiations are going. So in order to make this change, it has to be, the Hot Food Act needs to be passed in the upcoming Farm Bill. This was supposed to have been done by the end of the year, but Congress didn't get its act together, so they are pushing it to the first quarter of 2024. So, however, as we approach this legislation being negotiated, the Farm Bill is negotiated for 5 years. So once this passes the Farm Bill, it's going to be a big deal because it's going to be a permanent program. And it's renewed every 5 years. It was renewed in 2018. Now the next Farm Bill is going to be renewed now in 2024, and then 5 years later. So it's a big deal that this has been attached to the Farm Bill, because I think it's the right approach, because the Farm Bill then is permanent and allow this program to stick around. So according to U.S. Senator John Boozman, the Farm Bill is taking longer to approve than previous years because of the challenges created by inflation. In an interview with Arkansas PBS earlier this year, U.S. Representative Ray Crawford also said inflation is making it difficult to pass the Farm Bill. So having the holidays have passed, now we are in the first quarter of 2024, and now the hope is that they will pass this bill. So my question to you is, what do you think about the Hot Food Act? Is this going to help you be able to use your SNAP benefits in a different way? Is this going to change how you use your benefits? Is this going to be helpful to you, especially if you're a senior or somebody on disability or you're homeless? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts on this Hot Food Act that is gaining a lot of momentum in Congress and is going to be the biggest change ever in the food stamp program. So that is all I have for you today. If you like what you heard, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so that this video will be shown to more people. Until I see you in the next video, thank you for watching.